It is a staggering thought, almost beyond comprehension. Imagine a single nation, a single flag, under which lies not a continuous landmass, but a realm scattered across the ocean. This is Indonesia. It is a country that holds a world record, one bestowed by nature itself. It is, quite simply, the largest archipelago on Earth. This is not just a collection of a few islands, but a vast, sprawling mosaic of over 17,000 individual pieces of land, each cradled by the turquoise waters of the tropics. To travel from its westernmost point to its easternmost is a journey comparable to crossing the entire continent of Europe. This sheer scale is what makes Indonesia one of the most geographically and culturally complex places our planet has to offer, a true marvel of natural creation. So, what precisely is an archipelago? The concept is wonderfully simple. Imagine you have a vast sheet of blue paper representing the ocean. Now, imagine scattering a handful of pebbles across that paper. That collection of pebbles, a group of islands clustered together in the sea, is an archipelago. Sometimes they are arranged in a neat line like a string of pearls. Other times they are scattered more randomly. These island groups are often formed by powerful geological forces. Many archipelagos sit atop meeting points of Earth's tectonic plates, where immense pressures force molten rock to the surface. Over millions of years, repeated volcanic eruptions build up layers of lava and ash, which eventually breach the surface to form volcanic islands. This is why so many of Indonesia's islands are crowned with towering, often still active volcanoes. They are geological infants, constantly being reshaped by the planet's inner fire. Let us consider the sheer numbers, for they are truly mind-boggling. The official count stands at over 17,000 islands. To be precise, 17,504 named islands. Picture that for a moment. If you were to visit one new island every single day, it would take you more than 47 years to see them all. It is a lifetime's worth of exploration contained within a single country. Of these thousands of islands, only around 6,000 are permanently inhabited. This leaves more than 11,000 as untouched sanctuaries for wildlife. The geographical spread is equally impressive. Laid across a map, the Indonesian archipelago stretches for more than 5,000 kilometers from east to west, greater than the distance from London to Moscow. It spans 3 time zones. When the sun is rising over eastern Papua, it is still the middle of the night in western Sumatra. The straits between Indonesia's islands are among the busiest shipping lanes on the planet, vital arteries for global trade. One of the most captivating features of Indonesia is its people. With over 300 distinct ethnic groups and more than 700 living languages, the archipelago is a living museum of human diversity. On Bali, you witness the daily practice of unique Hinduism, where intricate flower offerings fill the air with incense, and art, religion, and daily life are inseparable. Travel east to Sumba and you find ancient animist beliefs where hundreds of people drag enormous stone slabs for miles in communal efforts that take years to prepare for a single funeral. In the highlands of Sulawesi, the Toraja people have a unique relationship with death. Deceased family members are kept in the family home for months or years, treated as if merely sick, until grand funeral ceremonies can send their spirits to the afterlife. This incredible cultural tapestry is a direct result of the archipelago's geography. For centuries, the seas allowed these unique traditions to develop in isolation, creating an irreplaceable human heritage. Indonesia is home to extraordinary animals due to an invisible boundary called the Wallace Line, which separates Asian fauna from Australian fauna, creating a unique evolutionary laboratory. West of the line, you find animals typical of Southeast Asia: tigers, rhinoceros, elephants, and orangutans on islands once connected to the Asian mainland. Cross the line eastward to Sulawesi, and you find creatures found nowhere else. The babirusa, with bizarre upward curving tusks, the world's smallest wild cattle, and troops of crested black macaques. Further east in New Guinea, marsupials dominate, tree kangaroos adapted to forest canopy life, and various species of cuscus and pademelons carrying their young in pouches. The skies are filled with brilliant cockatoos, lorikeets, and legendary birds of paradise, whose courtship displays are among the most elaborate spectacles in the natural world. The archipelago's isolation has created incredible endemism. The Komodo dragon, the world's largest lizard, roams only a handful of small islands, while the critically endangered Javan rhinoceros clings to survival in a single national park. In a country of 17,000 islands, the sea is not a barrier but the fabric that connects. For thousands of years, the ocean was the primary highway, The people became master seafarers, building magnificent vessels like the pinisi schooners. This maritime connection is woven into daily life. Coastal communities rise before dawn to the sound of outboard motors as fishing boats head out for the day's catch. For children on smaller islands, the journey to school involves canoe trips to neighboring islands, a daily commute across turquoise waters. The Bajau Sea nomads have taken this ocean connection to the extreme, living almost entirely at sea in stilt houses over coral reefs, or on traditional houseboats called lepa-lepa. Their bodies have adapted to aquatic life. They can see more clearly underwater and hold their breath for extraordinary lengths. The sea is not just their environment, it is their home, provider, and identity. The people of Indonesia continue their ancient dance with the ocean, understanding that in this vast archipelago, all life is ultimately connected by the great flowing sea. Despite centuries of exploration, the Indonesian archipelago remains one of our planet's final frontiers. Deep within impenetrable rainforests, there are areas rarely visited by scientific expeditions, almost certainly hiding undiscovered species. The seas hold even greater secrets. At the heart of the Coral Triangle, Indonesia's waters contain more coral and reef species than anywhere else. Yet much of the deep ocean remains completely unexplored. The 2003 discovery of Homo floresiensis, the hobbit, on Flores, stunned the scientific world, proving our human evolutionary story is far more complex than believed. What other secrets wait in isolated island caves? In an era of rapid global change, can we protect these unique ecosystems and cultures before their secrets are lost forever? How many undiscovered species remain hidden in forests and seas? The great Indonesian archipelago, a world scattered across the ocean, continues to guard its mysteries closely. It challenges us, inspires us, and reminds us that even in our modern world, there are still vast, wondrous places waiting to be explored and understood. Indonesia, the largest archipelago on the planet and one of Earth's greatest treasures.